Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on competitive multiplayer with Daggerwin. Just going to start today's episode with taking one more tree to the sawmill, or the saw point. We've got this one here, which we cut down at the end of last episode, which we're just going to get there quickly down the road, and that'll be the last one we sell, I think, for a while, because we have to get on with the planting. We've got the sunflowers we're going to do in this field next to us here. That one needs to be planted, and we need to get on with that. So we're just going to get a bit of money back for this log here, and that will go towards the new sawmill. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. We're going to build a big sawmill because the current one we've got is very, very slow, as you know. I know some of you don't agree with getting that one first, but I think most of you understood the reason for doing that is to actually get some production going. I have noticed there is already a pallet of planks there. So, well, I say already, it's taken 2 months, but we have got one pallet of long planks there. And not too much further to go until we get the first beam pallet. Well, unless one's already spawned. Actually, yes, there is quite a long way to go. I don't know whether maybe one's already ready to spawn or not on that. Probably not, actually. But yeah, we have got a plank pallet, long planks. We have got one of them, so that's good. So we can sell that. Yeah, we're going to sell this log here. So we need 150,000 to build the new sawmill. Unlikely to get there today, I think, but at some point, hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll be able to build it, and that will really, then we'll really start to make some good money on the sawmill products, on the trees. That'll be really worthwhile. But it's like everything, it takes a while to build up to full production. You have to start small and work your way up to the big stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're starting small with a small sawmill until we can afford to build a big one. I probably will keep them both running, to be honest, so I don't really think there's much point selling the small sawmill because we're going to lose money by doing that. We're only going to get 18,000 back, whereas it costs us 36,000 to build it, and it's always good to have more capacity than reducing capacity. So yeah, there's no point getting rid of it. We'll just keep hold of it for now, keep it running, keep it fed with a few logs, and that way we will have we'll have more production going. Yeah, this is not ideal. I know some of you don't like me doing this, pulling down the road, and normally it doesn't go quite as badly as this, but this is I think it's got it's a bigger one than normal. It's got 2 sticking out branches on it rather than 1, which it normally has. So it's going to cause a little bit of an issue. We're only going to do 1 though, don't worry. We're not going to do any more today, I don't think. We're going to get on with more important things. Because yeah, this is not the best. Hopefully this isn't going to catch on every single pole that's on the side of the road. We'll see. But I think I'll time lapse it, and then I'll come back to you when we're ready to start planting that field with sunflowers. Got about 10,000 for that. That's not bad at all, actually, for that log. So I did trim the branch stuff. I think makes a difference. A lot of you were telling me to do that, so that's what I've started doing, and that seems to have made a bit of a difference. Although I think it was a slightly bigger log than normal anyway. But yeah, definitely not too bad at all there. That's a pretty good amount of money we got for that one. Okay, so next we need to lease the planter. Just wondering which one to go for. I think these are probably a little bit wide because they don't fold, these ones, and we've already got the front thing for this one, so we'll lease this one, I think. Fertilizer, yeah, I think we need that. You don't need the ridge markers, so we'll yeah, I see, so that does the fertilizer as well. Yeah, that's fine. So 3,500 to lease that. Not too bad. It's not cheap, but it's better than buying it for now. We will be buying one eventually because we will need it more often, but for the time being we'll lease it. I've put the winch on the front just for now because we need to put the hopper on the front in a minute, but it's just so we can take this back for a start rather than having to come back again. Yes, so we'll have to refill this. It does fold, does it? Yes, it does. Good. Okay. Yeah, we'll take this to the yard then. We'll drop the winch off, pick up the front hopper, and then we can make a start. Well, we need to fill it up with seed, and I think we can do fertiliser with this then if we've paid extra for something. So I'm assuming that means we can do fertiliser and seed now. I think the seed goes in the planter, and the fertiliser will go in the hopper on the front. I guess. We'll see. Hopefully that'll work. Because I know when we were doing the drilling, we could only put seed in the front hopper, and there was no fertiliser option. But because I've paid extra for having something on the front of it, or on this, it's giving me the hoppers on it. So I think that means we can. Well, I suppose it means you can use it without the front hopper. But if I put the front hopper on, it should allow me to do fertiliser at the same time. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, we'll find out. Not used it like this before, I don't think. Did I use it before? I don't remember. But yeah, let's just see if this will work anyway. So we'll drop off the winch somewhere. Probably just here actually will be a good place, out of the way. So we'll drop that, make sure it's on the right thing, and then drop that there. Oh, it's gone in the house a bit, but never mind. And then we'll go and pick up, well, we'll fill this with seed, and then we'll pick up the hopper. Have we got any fertiliser? Oh, we've got fertiliser, but we haven't got any seed. Oh no. Don't tell me we've got to go back anyway. Or is it in the... Oh, it'll be in the hopper already, won't it? Can we fill this with fertiliser then? What will happen if we just go up to this? No. No, I think this has to be filled with seed, definitely. So, yeah, we'll have to unload the hopper then. Let's go and find that. There it is. Yes, I'm hoping this has got seed in it. Yes, a little bit. Not too much. So what happens then? I don't know. I've paid it was £5,000 extra to have whatever this was. So we'll see. Yes, there is 2 options now there. That's good. So if we put the seed in the rear, in the planter, let's just see if this will work. Do we have to unfold it maybe? Let's try this. I'm guessing it has to be unfolded anyway to refill it. And then... oh, we're still on the front thing there. There we go. Yep, that's good. So that's filled that up, and we can fold that up again. And then we'll go up to the fertiliser bags, and hopefully that will go into the front hopper, and then we should be able to do fertiliser at the same time. I'm thinking sunflowers do need fertiliser. I know soybeans don't, with precision farming on, but I think sunflowers will, so this will be worthwhile doing. Yep, brilliant. Okay, that's worked how I wanted it to. That's good. That makes a change. So now we can apply fertiliser and seed at the same time. That's brilliant. So it looks like we didn't need the front hopper, but if we wanted to do fertiliser at the same time, we do need it. So that's good. At least I know that now. And then the field we're going to is not far away at all, that's just right here, so we're just going to go around to there and we'll make a start with planting. So we're not going to do corn, we're going to do sunflowers. There we go. So this field was soybeans last time, so we're trying to do a bit of a crop rotation. I know it's not essential in this game, but it's nice. I think it's nice to do a crop rotation. It adds a bit of variety. It means you don't have the same crop in every field every single year. It's nice for a bit of a change. So yeah, we'll get unfolded and I'll make a start planting this field with sunflowers. Field complete, so I think we're done with this now. I think we're going to return it unless there is a contract that happens to be around for planting, but I don't think we're going to bother with it. No, they're grass. Yeah, sowing grass, so we don't want to be doing that with this anyway. We can do it with our other seeder, but not with this one. There's no need for it, so we'll sell it, or we'll return it, sorry. Yeah, so we'll get that back. It's only taken us 0.4 of an hour, that's good. We could have done 2 fields with it, but we don't have a second one unless, let's just quickly check things. So Daggerwin is currently working in field 9, which he's purchased. We need to roll field 17, which is the one we just planted. Field 13 is still empty, so there's nothing in there. Ideally I want to try and buy a field with a crop in it already, on a decent soil type. I've been having a few recommendations of which fields we could buy, which are good, and I've forgotten what numbers they all were now. I think it was about 70 something? I forget actually which one it was. I should have written it down. But yeah, people were saying don't necessarily. Well, 13 is a good field to go for. It's definitely worth getting. But somebody said there was a few other suggestions which were good. Oh yeah, 74 could have been. Yep, that one. 73. Not too bad, not great, but it's not terrible. And that's got a crop of barley in it right now, hasn't it? Is it growing? Yes, it is. Okay, that's interesting. So we could potentially go for one of these near the shop instead of 13, because that actually has a crop in it. It's always worth going for one with a crop, because you save, well, one, it saves you time because you don't have to plant it, or me time obviously, and 2, we get a bonus crop basically. It hasn't cost us anything, so time or money. So yeah, very good way of doing it. It's not too bad buying a field without a crop in it, because you can put your own choice of crop in that way, but it's always better to get one that's already planted. Right, okay, so next job is to roll it. Oh, we didn't return it. I thought I had done that. Got distracted. Yes, return that. Okay, good. So that, we're going to buy that, I think, at some point in the future when the money's available, but not right now. So we need our roller now, which is through here. We need to roll field to 17 that we just planted. And then that way we should get the absolute maximum possible yield, because that's got full lime, full fertiliser, and it's been rolled, so it should be, well, pretty much as good as it's going to get. I'm sure there's some other way you can improve it, but it's about as good as it's going to get. So we'll get on with rolling that one now. Shouldn't take us too long. This is a very quick machine, this roller, so yeah, it should be a pretty quick job, this. And then we'll move on to the next one. So that field is all rolled now, and it should be 100% productivity, or whatever you want to call it. 100% good anyway. Well, pH, yeah, well, it's varying between good and perfect, but yeah, it's just about as good as it's going to get. So we should get a decent environmental score award for that. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So yes, let's go over to the dairy then. We haven't been over here today yet, I don't think. So the goat trees haven't shown any sign of growth yet that I put in, but they will soon, and that will be a huge source of wood for the new sawmill when we get it. We've got another pallet here of goat's milk, which is not very full. Oh, it's 875, it's not too bad. So we can put that into the dairy. Grab that now, and yeah, get that in processing. So there was some debate in the comments about which productions we should have active, or whether we should have them all active at the same time or not, or whether it slows production down. And yeah, there's quite a bit of confusion there. I think some people, well, everyone's contradicting each other really with it, but I think the overall winner, from what I was read in the comments, was that the sawmill production is not slowed down by having them all active. I'll show you on here. So we can activate everything on here. That apparently doesn't slow the production down, having them all three running at the same time. Apparently, according to the comments. But the dairy does, I think. Did that take that? Yeah, I think so. The dairy is very disappointingly slow. The sawmill is kind of as expected, really. It's slow, but it's not too bad. So we've already got our first pallet here, which we could actually sell today if we wanted to. Might be worth doing that. But the dairy is very disappointingly slow, but, and so to anyone wondering why I bought it, and I did already explain this, but you still get people who are saying why bother with it, it's a waste of money and all that. I can't sell these milk pallets at all. If we don't turn them into something else, we will make no money from the goats at this stage. And I cannot afford £210,000, which is what the big dairy costs. The aim is to buy the big dairy and get that running, and then we will make some good money. But at the moment, we have to make do with these small ones. There is no alternative. Well, there is. The alternative is we make no money at all. We spend no money, but we make no money. So we have these goats, we're paying for these goats, but we will make no money from the milk. So yes, we do have to have this running, but it is, I know, this is very slow. It's disappointing. We've made nothing out of it at the moment. As well, you can see there's a few hundred litres in, but yeah, not very good. But eventually we will have the big dairy, and then we'll hopefully make a bit more money out of this goat production business. But probably a bit of a mistake to go with it so early on in the game, because we hadn't got the money to build the dairy, which I kind of didn't think about. So yeah, that's the position we're in. So we're going to have to just make do for now, and eventually we'll be able to get the big dairy. The sawmill, yeah, that's still going fine. Somebody said cut the logs smaller so that it takes them. We could try that. Let's do that. Oh, there we go. It worked. So yeah, that's good. That's taken them. And yeah, there's still a bit more space in there, so we'll try and push that other log nearer as well. And I think we'll get this planks pallet sold. Might as well get some money in. Don't know what the best time for selling them is, but I'm sure we'll have a look before we say anything. Let's have a look at. I haven't got the log for. Oh, it's taken that as well. That's good. Oh, that means I can return that contract. They're contract trees. I've had that contract active for ages. I need to return that, so or collect that. So £600 there. That's not bad. A little bit of a bonus, and it's taken all of those trees. So we'll push some more nearer as well. I'll clear them out of this field, which actually looks like it's almost ready to be cutting again. I'm thinking about maybe making some silage, because we don't need any more grass now for the goats. The goats are fine for grass. They've got their meadow as well, and they've got a whole pile of bales, so we won't need any more for them for quite a while. So what we might do is rather than having the field sitting there empty or with grass in it, we might get the equipment to make some silage at some point fairly soon. We'll push this one nearer as well. Oh, there's some small ones as well there. We'll get it all pushed closer to the sawmill. But it would be nice to get this big sawmill up and running as soon as possible, because we've got all these trees and really no capacity to do anything with them apart from sell them at the sell point. There we go. So we'll get that into the trigger point when there's space for it. Yes, so let's have a look at prices for the planks then. Go on to the prices, and then we've got long planks. So, planks long. Okay, oh wow, best price. Although I don't think it fluctuates too much. No, it doesn't, but March, definitely time to sell it. So where are we going to sell that? 5922 is the best price, which is there, and that is the one up here. So not exactly local. It's 3,300 meters away, or feet, sorry, but not too bad. I've only got the one I think to take. We'll just see if it spawned anything else, but I don't think it will. Be good if it does, but I don't think it will. No, so that's all we've produced so far, but that's better than nothing. That is still almost £6,000 there, so we'll go and take that. We can lift it without a rear weight, that's good, just about. I think it is quite light on the back end there, but we'll do it. Okay, so we'll go and sell this. Not very efficient taking one pallet at a time, but that's all we've got, so there's no point bringing a trailer over here for that. We'll just take it as it is and get our money for this. So I think that's probably all we can do on our own land today. We've got no more work to do on our arable fields, at least. There is the grass field, but we don't actually have the equipment to properly do that at the moment. We'd have to lease it all, and I am trying to save up for this sawmill as soon as possible. I think my priority really should be just to get this sawmill. When's the best price for silage? It's probably in the winter, isn't it, I should think. Will that be... Here it is. Oh, actually no, it doesn't really change through the year, so we could do that. It's just a question of will we get more for silage or doing contracts. I was thinking about maybe doing a contract, but actually, yeah, maybe doing the silage work is probably worthwhile. I think the grass is fully grown to cut it. I think it is. What are we in though? March. It's quite early in the year, I suppose. Depends if it's fully grown. It says it's ready to harvest, but is it maximum height? It's hard to tell. It doesn't make it as clear anymore as it used to, because it just goes straight to ready to harvest even when it isn't fully grown, and I can't tell whether that is fully grown or not. It might be worth waiting another month, actually, thinking about it, and doing it next month just in case. It might be fully grown, but to me it doesn't look it. It looks not quite tall enough, so I think we'll leave that for today, and we'll do that probably in the next episode. Get some silage cut and baled or whatever, and sell that. But yes, I think for now we'll do a contract, so we need to go on to contracts menu. We're going to accept this one here, mowing grass in field 57. So accept that. We've already got a drill, that's fine. We use this tractor. There is our drill. We've already used the hopper part of it today, as you remember. Haven't used the seed drill part. I assume you can do grass with this drill. I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. We need to unload the fertiliser and reload with seed, but yeah, that's all we need to do, and then we can head off there. It's not a very big field, 4 acres, so it shouldn't take too long. It should be about the right amount of time, hopefully, to finish the video at a good time. So we'll get our drill part on, and then just need to unload this fertiliser out the hopper and reload it with seed. I don't think we've got much seed left, so it probably won't be enough to cover the whole field. We might have to buy some more, which is not what I want to be doing really, because like I say, I'm desperate to buy this sawmill or buy something, because I feel like we've not made a lot of money recently, but we have got a lot of soybeans in storage, and that will be sold in June, so I'm not too worried, because I know we've got a big payment coming very well, fairly soon, in the next few months. how many leases have we actually got? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, 28,700 litres of soybeans. That is going to be a lot of money for me. At this stage of the game, almost 29,000 litres of soybeans is at the best price is going to be good money there. I'm not sure exactly what, but it will be good. It'll be enough to buy the sawmill, put it that way. We will be on over 150,000 in total, by a long way. It might even be enough to buy the dairy, but I think the sawmill is more of a priority at this stage. So yeah, we'll definitely get the sawmill first. It's also cheaper. I'm thinking maybe if we have the money, buy the sawmill and another field. That'll be good after June. It will be June though before we do that. It'll be a few episodes yet, but when we do get to June, there's going to be some hopefully big changes on this series for me. We'll see, but I'm hoping there will. Okay, so yes, we probably will. I don't think we'll have enough seed there. I think just to save time, we'll go and buy another pallet of seed. It's not too expensive to buy seed, so I think it is worth doing. Just to save, because I'm pretty sure we'll run out. We might not, but we probably will. So it's probably best to get some bought now, rather than having to leave off halfway through the job to come back and refill with seed. So I'll just buy one pallet, and that way we should not have to leave off and come back for more. So I don't know what's Daggerwin been doing. Subsoiling, I think. That's a subsoiler by the looks of it. Seed, there we go. And you get more value for money in a pallet, so buy a pallet. Be good if it all fits in the hopper. I think it might do actually. Then we won't leave any lying around. Just a shame that's cost us another £1,260. There we go, yep, that all fits, that's good. So we can take the rest of it back to the yard, whatever we don't use, and also we'll get the money for the contract. So I'll go off and do that now. just pulling back into the yard now after finishing that contract. Perfect timing, pretty much. Daggerwin just finished, so that's worked out really well. So we'll just park this up and we'll get the money collected for that, and that will be the end of the video, I think, there, since Daggerwin's ended. So yeah, and it's also a good time to end. It's getting later in the day and it's raining, so it's not great weather. So we'll just park this in the shed here for now and leave it there. There we go. Right, so how much will we get for that contract then? Let's have a look. 4,100, so not too bad. And that brings us to 90,000. Just another quick point on the productions, so I was having a think about that. A few people said, yeah, if you hadn't wasted your money, not wasted, but if you hadn't used your money on the small productions and just saved up, just kept selling trees and saved up, I probably would have been able to buy the big sawmill by now. Yes, that is true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can't argue with that. I'm just also thinking not just about my own sort of progress, but also the videos. I want to make the videos interesting for you as well to watch. And not everyone wants to just watch taking tree after tree after tree to the sell point. It's a bit tedious. So I thought it would be more fun to watch a few different productions in progress, setting up and that sort of thing, rather than just watching me sell trees. So that's another point, sort of the reason why I went for this. Not everyone will agree with that. Some people would just rather watch me sell trees and not go with the productions for a start and save up for the big ones straight away. I understand that. Yeah, that's fair enough. But we're not too far away now. 90,000 in the bank. We need 150 to buy the big sawmill, and we will be buying it at 150. So whenever we get that, it'll certainly be June, but it might even be before June, depending on how much money we can get in between now and June. Because we have still got our greenhouse production running, which is bringing in money all the time. We've also got the sawmill products coming out of this one, and whatever contracts I do, and even the silage if we do that. So there will be money coming in, and I might even be able to afford to buy the big sawmill before June, but certainly by June we will have it, and we'll be processing a lot of wood then. It'll be good. So yeah, if you can just bear with me with this sort of slow setting up of all these projects that I'm working on. Once they're all set up, the money will come in, so don't worry about it. Okay, so we'll end there. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.